Greetings. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the annual awards ceremony for MDE. I'm Ben Grumble, Secretary of the Environment, and I am so proud to be celebrating the great work of our employees over a most challenging year of 2020, a year that saw tremendous environmental success in the midst of a continuing pandemic, economic and social strife, systemic racism around the country. I just want to thank all of you, all of the offices and the administrations for outstanding work. As part of our celebration today, I also have the Deputy Secretary Horacio Tablada with me, and Assistant Secretary Suzanne Dorsey with me, and Senior Advisor Devin Dodson with me to help in the celebrations. Headquarters and field offices and remote work locations, wherever you might have been, you achieved steady progress. I also want to give a special call out to IT and HR and emergency response and budget and legal and the commission support. Special thanks to groups on Chesapeake Bay leadership, lead poison prevention, PFAS, the forever chemicals, climate, environmental justice and sustainable communities. So many items and so many accomplishments. On the subject of environmental justice, I just wanted to emphasize to you and make a little bit of news to you that in order to continue to grow and to increase our diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice, there's been established within the department an advisory committee. This is the Secretary's Advisory Committee for Resolutions on Equity and Diversity, also known as SACRED. The committee will complement existing efforts in HR and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion program. SACRED will provide insight and recommendations to the Secretary to achieve a more equitable workplace. The committee will assess the current conditions at MDE through surveys and studies. The insights gained from these sources will shape short and long-term goals for equity and justice to ensure that MDE continues to build a more diverse and inclusive workforce reflective of the diversity of the communities it serves and where differences are welcomed and valued. And on that note, I would like to cut to a video from Governor Hogan on the service and value of employees throughout the great state of Maryland.
Every single day that I have served as your governor, I have been so incredibly proud of the dedication and hard work displayed by the thousands of public servants that make up our state government. Over the past year, Maryland state employees have navigated the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic with grit, determination, and ingenuity in order to safely deliver essential services to the people of Maryland. Thank you for your exceptional service to our state today and every day.
And now I would like to introduce the incomparable Horacio Tablada, the Deputy Secretary of MDE. Horacio has been working for the department for many years, 35 by some records, and now I'd like to turn it over to HT.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to speak with you guys today about the customer service. And customer service has been one of the hallmarks of MDE from the very beginning in 1987. We have one of our core values, and it continues to be. We are always working with our customers, and it can be of many types and colors, and different people. Could be legislators, citizens, groups, citizens themselves, and companies, and everyone. As we work with them, our value has been always providing a tremendous customer service. We are very proud. I'm very glad to know that you guys have ranked very highly in the customer service survey. You see those questions in the bottom of the emails, and people respond. MDE ranks very highly in the upper 80s, almost 90%. So continue to do that great work with customer service. The customer may not always be right, but the customer service is always right. the secretary always likes to remind us. I also would like to speak with you about the workforce. MDE's workforce is one of the things that makes us proud. It's one of the reasons that I've been in this department for a long time. It's very diverse, not just science-based, but also in culturally. So we're very great to have a strong workforce where we all can work together as a team and come with answers. This year, in recognition to the great workforce, we're going to be handing out these beautiful towels over here. So when you can recreate the summer, you can use it around the pool, around the ocean, in the sand, anywhere you want to go. And the advantage of we will be sending an email when they are here, how you're going to pick them up later. Also, I would like to mention real brief about the talkback sessions. This is something Elaine McNeil and I felt that was needed to create, since we've been distancing from each other for a while, create a forum during lunch for once every week, where we can learn more about the mission and vision of each administration. So I really would like to, we'll be sending an email more specifics on it, but please, we definitely would like you to join us during those talkback sessions or lunches. There's no brown bag lunches, but we're not living together. But anyway, with this, I would like to introduce Suzanne Dorsey, our Assistant Secretary.
Thanks, HT. It's a pleasure to be here with you virtually. I am really looking forward to being with you in the real very soon. I'm inspired every day. I'm inspired by the people that I have the privilege to work with every day. The staff at MDE have a commitment to public service that has really surpassed every expectation I ever had about public servants. They're committed to the law and public engagement. They have an incredible expertise and subject matter knowledge that they share every day that strengthens the work that you do, and it ensures that we present our best face for the citizens of Maryland. I love the can-do attitude of all of you. You bring with you the ability to overcome almost every obstacle. Some that we were prepared for, and some like a pandemic that we were in no way prepared for. You make sure the job gets done. MDE staff tackles the nation's and the state's most difficult challenges and complex challenges. We're dealing with environmental justice and climate justice. We're dealing with climate change and the complex modeling and monitoring that we use to protect life and natural resources in the state of Maryland. Bay restoration and land restoration and community well-being is at the heart of what we do every day. This group works at every scale, including landscape scale, but also financial scale. The breadth and depth of your knowledge is truly breathtaking. You are nationally recognized for the work that you do, and you are appreciated by your colleagues, and it's an honor to serve with you at MDE. Thank you so much for everything that you do. And now I want to introduce the Chancellor of the Office of the Secretary, Kevin Dodson.
Good morning. Apparently, the longer you work at MDE, the more titles you do receive. Thank you. I'm really excited and happy to be here to virtually see you all, and thank you for a great year in assisting me in what I do in the environmental justice arena. We stood here at the awards ceremony last year, and Secretary Grumbles talked to you about 3 paths to diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice here in MDE and throughout the state. Last year, we spoke about setting up a robust environmental justice commission. As of today, that commission has met 7 times since last summer. It's aggressive and very energized. Last year, Secretary Grumbles talked about addressing EJ concerns within and without Maryland, throughout. I can say that as of today, we've had dozens of meaningful conversations with stakeholders on permitting, on enforcement, and particularly on infrastructure, because when we do permitted enforcement, it can be negative, but infrastructure is a positive support for environmental justice community and really all communities. The third was last year, we set up an internal EJ policy and implementation plan. You saw that policy on December 30th, 2020, and you see me staying here as the environmental justice officer for MDE, and I'm very excited and happy to be here and happy to work with you in 2021 and beyond. Thank you.
All right. This is the first part of the awards, service awards recognition. You know, over the years, I remember when I first started MDE, and it was just a few of us, and it was just a small, young, energetic workforce. But as you go on, you celebrate the time that you've been together. And the community, MDE's community, shares values like integrity, commitment to service. I know I've seen people that work weekends and long hours and just to get protection, just to protect public health and the environment. And with that, I would like today to recognize 36 employees who have spent 5 years of service at MDE. You'll see it on the screen. Now, 11 of our colleagues have completed 10 years of service at MDE. Please join me in celebrating 22 employees with 15 years of service. Outstanding achievement when the agency has 30 employees who have completed and served 20 years protecting our citizens of the state. And a really great legacy to the loyalty of MDE community that where we have celebrated, we have 10 employees with 25 years, that's a quarter century of service at MDE. Now, we're really honored to have 21 colleagues who have worked at MDE 30 years of service. And this one, we will read their names. Charles Allen, Sherman Ashby, Peggy Corright, Jim George, Lauren Gibson, Stephen Lang, Kinley Master, Tariq Massoud, Alex McNamee, Andy Manhattan, Tom Murray, Bradley Lee, Mary Phillips Dickerson, Matthew Radcliffe, Mary Jane Wachowski, Oscar Sabasa, Walid Sapori, Stanley Tsai, David Welbeck, Chantel Watkins, and Denise Celedonis. Now, 16 of our colleagues are completed 35 years of service. And these are Lorraine Anderson, Dave Bramble, Mahendra Chawla, Mark Ecker, Tom French, Ed Hammerberg, Saeed Karzai, Dan Nelson, Bill Paul, Charles Bookish, Fred Shetterman, John Smith, Bob Swan, Clay Troy, Pat Williams, Beverly Wooden, and yours truly, 35 years. And then 9 of our friends have completed 40 years of service. That's a long time, longer than many of some of you have been alive, perhaps. And these are E.B.S. Chowdhury, Ed Dexter, Dave Gannett, Morgan Hilton, Al Hooker, Herb Jensen, Guru Sharon Pancholi, Sharon Talley, and Jeff Thompson. Now, our final and special honoree is Dr. Tien. Many is known personality in the world of science and around the department. He just completed celebrating 45 years of state service. Now he has retired, but since then has come back as a volunteer. That's something as a model for some of us that will be retiring, to invest our life back to the community, whether back at MDE or at the library or somewhere else. So we would like to have really now a big round of applause virtually to those who have spent so much time at MDE, especially Dr. Tien. And now I'd like to invite Suzanne Doris back to the podium.
Thanks, HT. As somebody who has the privilege of working with Dr. Tien, I just want everyone to know that we call him an executive volunteer at MDE. So now we turn our attention to the 5th annual MDE Awards. That's Environment Employee Extraordinaire. As nominated by you, the MDE staff, in the categories of creativity and innovation, customer service, positive attitude, and unsung hero, and our top performing large teams and small teams. The Creativity and Innovation Award is given to a staff member who uses creativity and innovation to develop new or improved processes, methods, systems, products, or services that encourages others to do the same. The nominees are Sylvan Klein, Joe Miller, and Guido Yaktayo. And the winner is Sylvan Klein. The nominations noted that Sylvan took over the digital shoreline survey app when a staff member retired, and that he has also excelled in overseeing the app and improving it. Sylvan has created solutions to make the application more user-friendly for our field staff and has been admired by our federal and state partners as a cutting-edge tool, as developing a cutting-edge tool to conduct the requirements necessary for compliance. Congratulations, Sylvan. Great job. The Customer Service Award recognizes a staff member who excels in following the guidelines of Governor Hogan's customer service promise. That is being consistently friendly and courteous, timely and responsive, accurate, accessible, truthful, and transparent in all their dealings with external and internal customers. The nominees are Arno Law, Demetrius Daniels, Kate Marjak, John Holt, Connie Angelos, Fiona Hinman, Sharita Hollifield, and Gary Schultz. And the winner is Kate Majak of OIMT. Her nominations note that Kate exemplifies customer service with her dedication to assisting other programs with help in database and GIS application. She also stepped up and volunteered to learn several online meeting platforms, including this one today, such as Microsoft Teams and GoToWebinar during the pandemic. Her knowledge was critical in beginning virtual public meetings at MDE, and she participated in the meetings outside of business hours, providing much needed support and training to agency stakeholders. Kate arranged for dry run sessions and developed the SOPs. Thank you and great job, Kate. So the next award is the Positive Attitude and Unsung Hero. This award is given to a staff member who contributes to team performance by providing encouragement and support, helps others overcome obstacles and successfully accomplish goals. This person is honest, they're dependable, and a team player who contributes to collaborations and consensual decision-making. This person shows empathy and respect for others and builds and maintains good working relationships. That person who never gets recognized, but the rest of us would be unable to do our jobs without. The award is given, the Positive Attitude Unsung Hero award had 13 outstanding nominees. Because of so many noteworthy performances by staff during the pandemic, we actually have 3 winners. John Stewart and Virgiline Onginko of WSA and Tony Giordino of OSA. Thank you so much for your positive attitude as an unsung hero. So John may not really be known to MDE as a whole, but those in his circle are often heard to say, John to the rescue again. When database problems arise, he has been instrumental in helping to resolve problems with the new database system and is always available to assist staff. His vast institutional knowledge is used daily when he's often asked to drop everything and assist. He does so with outstanding performance and attitude. He was a key player in the implementation of the first virtual hearing and has been a huge asset in the transition to teleworking. Virgiline has had a busy 2020 to say the least. In addition to her many water systems inspections, she helped fix an arsenic problem in one municipal water system. She often worked after hours, trained new employees, added an additional county to track inspections, drafted standard operation procedures, and completed 2 major program reports. She also developed and administered a new survey for community systems, which used MDE data to recognize problems before public water systems fail and require technical assistance. Tony risked his own health and came into the building every day from March until June to screen both MDE and lottery employees for COVID-19. He procured 165 gallons of hand sanitizer at a time when it was difficult to find, and he placed it throughout the building. He created and posted signs and did many other things to protect state employees. His nomination also noted that Tony helped OIMT with data center issues and played a large role in helping avert a data center disaster last year because of the air conditioning and power supply problems. Excellent job to all of our winners, John, Virgiline, and Tony. The large team of the year. Recipients of this award demonstrate outstanding performance in achieving results in a group setting. Examples include delivering exceptional customer service, cost savings, time savings, creative ideas, combining talents of traditionally separate units and or actively demonstrating, by example, a willingness to encourage teamwork in the workplace. This award is given to a group that responds to an institutional priority, either planned or extraordinary, that transcends normal job responsibilities and achieves outstanding results. The PAA liaisons are Allison Ray, Kathy Mohan, Maria Stevens, Tantalia Stinney, Howard Perry, Tim Bevel, Letitia White, Jordan Bratcher, Valerie Smith, Vicey Rich, Kendra Hicks, Tracy Roca Weikart, Ron Wicks, Michelle Miles, Stephen Walker, Kevin Fields, Michelle Hansen, Jenny Herman, and Amanda Redmiles. The PIA staff has provided superb customer service during the pandemic, regularly reporting to the office in order to adhere to the PIA laws that provide records to the public. Many MDE records are only available on paper, and staff has been flexible and cooperative in meeting high customer service standards and transparency. Thank you so much for your work. The sediment and stormwater and dam safety plan review division. Amanda Malcolm, Colin Hiltner, Dan Laird, Shamir Eden, Ethan Bright, John Sedumu, Leah Wen. The PAA liaisons are Allison Ray, Kathy Mohan, Maria Stevens, Tantalia Stinney, Howard Perry, Tim Bevel, Letitia White, Jordan Bratcher, Valerie Smith, Vicey Rich, Kendra Hicks, Tracy Roca Weikart, Ron Wicks, Michelle Miles, Stephen Walker, Kevin Fields, Michelle Hansen, Jenny Herman, and Amanda Redmiles. The PIA staff has provided superb customer service during the pandemic, regularly reporting to the office in order to adhere to the PIA laws that provide records to the public. Many MDE records are only available on paper, and staff has been flexible and cooperative in meeting high customer service standards and transparency. Thank you so much for your work. The sediment and stormwater and dam safety plan review division. Amanda Malcolm, Colin Hiltner, Dan Laird, Shamir Eden, Ethan Bright, John Sedumu, Leah Wenk, and Shanae Petaway. The team changed its submittal and approval process from paper to electronic in a 3-week period during the pandemic. All 8 staffers worked to set up a system for applicants, reviewers, and inspectors, and created SOPs and tracking sheets, electronic signatures, and stamps, flowcharts, and dedicated email. And the third, OSA staff, William Williams, Ben Yam, Gebrahawa Riyad, Paul Koenig, Tyrone McGriff, Shelley Warner, Jen Sin Yu, Sunita Tokana, Giselle Brown, Lachelle Bibbs, Anina Torrance, Tanya Perkins, Beverly Wooden, Billy McCloskey, Tanya Robinson, Charles Allen, Cornelius Kimball, Oscar Sabasa, Tammy Phillips, Felicia Holmes, Dorothy Stokes Wallace, and Priscilla Slide. OSA staff reported to the office daily to maintain operations and did not have the option to telework. The staff met deadlines and continued to keep the agency functioning. The team has continually provided services with little to no disruption and met challenges that arose. Small team of the year. Small team of the year is a team of 5 or less members, and recipients of this award demonstrate outstanding performance and achieving results in a group setting. Examples include delivering exceptional customer service, cost savings, time savings, creative ideas, combining talents of traditionally separate units, and are actively demonstrating by example a willingness to encourage teamwork in the workplace. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams nominated, and there are 2 winners that have been selected. And the winners are Leadon School Team, and the SSI team. The Leaden School team, Christina Ardito Sterner, Georgella Samu, Sarantha Ko, Sean Kenny, and Timothy Rule. This team has done exemplary work with the successful rollout of Maryland's testing program for Leaden schools. While this effort was moving forward, the team began working to extend testing to child care centers and continued to manage the federal lead and copper rule and adapted efforts to meet the challenges of COVID-19. Thanks for keeping our children safe. Great job, team. And the Sewer Sentinel Initiative, Dr. Ching Song Tien, Joseph Adia, Sarah Albrecht, and Sharita Hollifield. This team developed collaboration and contracts to monitor wastewater, first in community and then large wastewater treatment plants, and then afterwards in congregate housing settings in partnership with the Maryland Department of Health. It's an early warning system that was deeply appreciated by decision makers and supported vulnerable communities with their COVID response. Great job, SSI team. Thanks for all your work. And with that, Secretary Grumbles for the Employee of the Year finalists.
Thank you, Suzanne, and congratulations to all of the winners so far. It's my honor to preside over the selection or over the honoring the Employee of the Year. And first up on the screen of the nominees, Cassie Omo Osagi, LMA. Due to the pandemic, Cassie assumed additional duties to assist the scrap tire units. The change to teleworking required the development and implementation of new standard operating procedures and document templates by both the supervisor and staff, which was made possible through flexibility, imagination, and determination of all involved. Duties have been prioritized and shared as much as possible during these challenging times, but Cassie's been performing a significantly increased workload for an extended period. She's now the only project manager in her unit and has been performing all essential duties while teleworking using new procedures and templates. She's been invaluable to the section's continued operations over the past year. She's done everything asked of her without complaint, and she is the definition of an essential employee. Thank you for your efforts, Cassie. James Boyle, ARA. James, a senior meteorologist, eagerly agreed to work on the Lower Eastern Shore air monitoring project near poultry houses to collect air quality data to learn more about how the air quality compares to other areas of Maryland, in addition to his daily other tasks. James was able to use his his computer skills, to prepare a map of the project area and develop the necessary Python programming scripts, whatever that means, that allowed the collected data to be displayed on MDE's webpage in close to real time. The visual display of the collected air quality data has been a great success and has been accessed more than 2,000 times. In addition, he used his Python programming skills to automate various pollutant time series plots and other statistical information that have been used to understand air quality data and inform others when used in numerous presentations. Outstanding job, Jim. Olivia Finley, OSA. Not only did Olivia excel in her normal job of talent acquisition, thank you, Olivia, for that, she stepped up at a critical time and did yeoman work on two critical tasks: assisting our employees with expanded Family and Medical Leave Act benefits because of the pandemic, and handling and coordinating all MDE State Ethics Commission matters. She was also selected to assist in conducting sexual harassment training in the workplace. Olivia's energy, hard work, and dedication is unmatched. And she spent considerable time in study and research for her new roles. Olivia is organized, meticulous, and always eager to help along with being caring, resourceful, and cheerful to offer service. Olivia performs above and beyond and utilizes her expertise and planning skills even when it's not required of her. She's a proven team leader and delivers excellence in everything she does. Truly masterful work, Olivia. Next on the screen should be Carrie DeBoy, Office of the Secretary. Carrie did an outstanding job overseeing the successful move of 90+ applications and databases from MDE's data center to the new tier point. This move was critical due to both the AC unit and uninterruptible power supply failing to operate at MDE's data center. Carrie also directed efforts in response to COVID-19. These efforts improved remote access, such as implementing e-fax, digital signatures, and DocuWare. Carrie effectively used a collaborative approach to engage and encourage cross-functional teams in order to meet expectations, even virtually. She is an experienced IT director who combines extensive professional knowledge, acquired analytical skills, and sound judgment when guiding limited IT resources. She often worked nights and weekends during her first full year with MDE. Carrie's committed to MDE and has been critical to our operations throughout the pandemic. Congratulations, Carrie. Rebecca Ann Warnes, Water and Science Administration. Rebecca worked tirelessly to assist senior staff develop the department's evaluation of per and polyfluoroalkyl substances present in the state's drinking water sources. These are sometimes known as the forever chemicals. Rebecca evaluated 104 drinking water plants to be sampled for PFAS, organized the study with MDE's Field Services Program, procured laboratory contracts for analysis of contaminants not yet regulated, and analyzed several hundred water quality sample results. After most of the phase 1 was complete, Rebecca communicated results and recommendations. The science is never complete until it's communicated, which included additional sampling and plant operational changes for utilities with results near or exceeding the action level to all participating water systems. Rebecca worked closely with senior staff, and she regularly worked extra hours to meet deadlines. She also organized numerous meetings with external stakeholders, including a groundbreaking roundtable discussion in October 2020 with state and federal partners to protect public health. Great work, Rebecca. And the winner of the 2020 Employee of the Year is Rebecca Ann Warnes. Congratulations, Rebecca. And I want to say on behalf of the whole department, but in particular, Lee Curry, the Director of Water and Science, and also Denise Keener, who has been helping the whole department to get our arms around this very challenging topic of these forever chemicals. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much, Employee of the Year. And I just want to conclude by saying thanks to everyone for just an outstanding year. Through the pandemic, through all the social and emotional, racial strife that our country and our state have been going through. Very proud of all of you and all the leadership of the department, and most importantly, the employees who have delivered environmental and public health results for all Marylanders. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And thanks to everyone who made this virtual ceremony possible, including the IT program, Jim Fergus, and communications, Mark Schaefer, everyone else involved. It takes a team, and it's great to be on that team. Have a great day. Thank you.